Heath says it was because of you that situation was mended to an extent. What you tapped into something.
Yes, I was just very vulnerable, and I remembered exactly what I felt when I saw them blast, just everywhere on the internet and everywhere, and my kids there, and just a lot, something that she wasn't even experiencing. So I just told her my part. I was like, first of all, you're very blessed to be in this situation. I was like, just take a moment. I get it. I was like, but trust me, he's a great father. And no harm is going to come to her when she's with us, like ever. You just had to make her feel secure and
empathize
just,
with her.
exactly.
She was able to empathize with her.
Yeah, and so I just broke it down. I was like, listen, I'm here. If you ever have any problems, here's my number. Call me, because I don't like to overstep, so I didn't want to do that in the beginning, so I let them do it.
Yeah.
And so I just really was vulnerable and just opened up more about me, and I offered to send her the book. I just didn't. It was just like a lot, because I'm like,
Well,
I don't want to go.
the book.
Oh, I didn't even know she already purchased it. I didn't know that. She was like, no, I have it, and we just honestly we're like good friends now. I help her with what's going on in her life now.
And we help. Like it's crazy.
It's
we looked back the other day, and we got our exes are kind of. Depending on us to be foundations in their life
and
now. It's like
we speak life, that's
y'all are one
about.
big happy family.
Yes.
All the kids, all the exes, everybody is mature about
that matters.
it.
You know what I feel from this, because you're saying your exes rely on you in some extent to be somewhat of the representation, and that also points to the fact of them being so angry of you no longer being in their lives. People know when they got good people. So when those people are no longer there, it's a struggle for them to
let go.
Oh, yeah.
So now that they're gone, they understand that I let go of somebody great. They're amazing. They got good energy.
Not always.
But now, what I'm saying is, now they're like, because I know they got good energy, let me tap in and ask them for some help. Or it makes a big difference. And that's what I'm getting and pulling from that.
I think relationships are, the best way I've ever heard it described is it's complicated. That little status on social media that we were able to, it's complicated.
Yes, it is.
That is the best description of it. No two relationships are alike.
Oh, of course.
But I think that specifically, what we have to recognize is our emotions can't run us. We have to run our emotions 100%. And make a very adult decision, how we want to show up, how we want to be present in every situation, specifically when our children are involved, because they are sponges. They're little sponges.
And the children, the foundation that's been, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go.
The foundation that builds with them, to be able to see. Like, we went on vacation and saw Shafe is Neo. Perform at Kennedy Center. So we brought all the family up there. His family's up there. My daughter, got to experience that with everybody. My daughter calls his mom Granny too. She goes and stays over there. So and then 3 weeks ago, I flew everybody down to Florida. My mom, my dad, her dad. And then we brought my ex's mother and her in, and we,
that's dope.
I mean, and it's I know what it does for it. But it does good for us too. First of all, to have that, and then
to see the kids'
and the
joy
movement,
in their faces, and just like it's amazing. So it takes a while to get to that point.
Right now, everybody is saying how. I want that. I want to learn it. Like I've listened to this whole story. Am I lying? You're saying like I've listened to this, and some folks are saying I still don't know if I can rise to that. But you have a co-parenting planner.
Yes.
I want to tell them about all the books.
Yes.
What they'll find in the book, and how they can get the planner as well, because we're more alike than we are different. I think we are. Mike was married before me, and I had never been a mother, so I had to grow up and understand that when I decided to be with a man with a child, it couldn't be about me anymore, and jealousy couldn't prevail and all that. I did a lot of growing up in those first 2 years. What I'm saying is we need help, just like we go to the doctor if something hurts. If we're struggling emotionally through a situation like this that's complicated, we need help. So give them the help.
Yes. So Bigger Than Me. That's basically, it just tells my story and the struggle and how I put self aside it was bigger than me. It was about the kids. And so it just tells everything. I mean, not everything, but just how someone, if they want to put their kids first, like, okay, these are examples, and honestly, examples of what not to do. Because I get in there, I had to expose myself to get to the point where I am, today. So, and then keep it classy. It's basically, it gives strategies to parents who are co-parenting, about what to do, like communication, like breaks down scenarios in there. It just really gives you great pointers if you want to co-parent.